Good afternoon. My name is John with the Pine Tree. I have the great pleasure of being here with Dan Emerson. And thank you very much for spending a few minutes with us. Now, you're running for ccwdde board, correct?
Yes.
Now, I guess the big question, why? What makes you want to do it?
I think there's some issues with ccwdde that can be solved with somebody who has a little more vision,
Okay.
and I think that I'm the person that can do that.
Now, one of the things I want to say thank you to, now we're actually at the White Pines, we're up here at White Pines at the Logging Museum. And a little earlier they were talking about, you guys actually did a lot of the paving work out here, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, we donated the road, and then we had a subcontractor come in and pave it, which he charged for that work.
Right.
But everything up until the paving was donated.
And the reason I asked that was a little bit of a segue is for those of you who are not familiar with the area, the Emerson name has been around this area, I guess, almost as long as dirt, or not quite.
Since the 50s anyway.
Now, a little bit of, now, were you involved? Now, what is law? I know you're with KW Emerson
Yes.
now, and that's mostly like project heavy machine equipment. And
Yeah. We're a general engineering contractor.
Okay.
We work basically all over the state and part of Nevada, doing projects. We used to do a lot of Walmarts and that kind of construction. Everything but the building. We do
Okay.
all the civil work, and then we've done a lot of water sewer jobs.
Mm-hmm.
We ran for ccwdde. We did a project. We put in a 12-inch water main from White Pines to Dorrington.
Aha. Okay.
So we're very familiar with what ccwdde has, their business and what their distribution system.
Yeah. Well, I guess one of the, before we go on to CCWD, so we want to say is lots of times if you're around the county a lot, you have these same family names keep popping up over and over again. And Emerson's definitely one of them, and I think the community owes the whole family a debt of gratitude for the pieces that you've put in place over the years.
Well, thank you. On behalf of the family.
Now, you've actually, now somebody was saying is, you must have a real need or a want to be on the board, because somebody was mentioning that once you're actually on the board, you guys actually couldn't bid for jobs for ccwdde. Do you think you could? Or, I mean, is one of these, this may actually, what people are saying is it's actually a very selfless thing, and maybe in some ways to run, because it may actually adversely affect bidding, right? Is that
Yeah, well, we haven't done a ton of work for
Okay.
ccwdde. We have done a few projects for them. I'm really not interested in the work in this county as much as I am trying to help it.
Got it.
And ccwdde, I think I can help that outfit a little bit, and
Understood.
yeah.
Now, 10 years out, let's say you're on the board, what are some of the things that you would like to see done at ccwdde?
Well, in 10 years out, it's not quite 10, it's actually a little farther. I would like to see ccwdde take over the North Fork project. ccwdde receives $43,000 a month leasing the North Fork project to NCPA. NCPA receives over $30 million
Wow.
for the same project.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that would be one of your strategic goals.
Long range.
Okay.
Long range. I think that needs to be brought back into this county. And there's no reason for us to have water problems
Right.
and stuff when we have those kind of assets.
Interesting. Okay. Now, I guess that kind of segues into one of the questions a lot of people are following is now, as far as water rights issues and going forward. Some of the people have said, well, I guess we've been getting a lot of buzz the last couple of years is kind of use it or lose it scenario. Now, is
Yeah.
that a valid concern from your perspective, or is it?
Absolutely. And I believe right now that the best use for it is some agricultural use. Unfortunately, the directors of ccwdde just had voted to up the rates of the ag users down in the southern county, where the water comes out of Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
The ratepayers came back in and said, we're not paying it, so they backed it off.
Right.
But if you want to keep the water rights here. You need to utilize them, and agriculture is a huge benefit to this
Right.
county.
So I mean, so you buy into the thing as far as the groundwater recharge, that type of things as well, as far as or
I'm not necessarily a fan of what their plans are
right,
with the groundwater recharge, because near as I can tell, their plan is to recharge the water in the county area down near Valley Springs and sell the water to Stockton East. Not interested in that, not one bit.
got it. Okay. So from your perspective, the bigger project, so to speak, the one you mentioned, that one would be a better
Yeah.
long-term strategic.
Yeah, let's utilize the water that we have, and then take care of the assets that we have. Don't lose any more,
Right.
and make it grow.
Okay. Well, I guess in closing, then, what are some of the last things people are just getting to know Dan Emerson, as far as what are some of the things you'd like for them to know?
I've been was born and raised in this county. I have deep roots here. I believe in the county. I believe in the assets of this beautiful area we live in, and I have raised 5 children here. They're all grown now. The youngest 2 are in college. I have 5 grandkids, and I want them to be able to enjoy the same things that I've had. There's not a lot for CCWD to offer Dan Emerson.
Got it.
I think there's a lot for Dan Emerson to offer CCWD.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.